Welcome and thank you for tuning in. With just 4 days notice, the St. John's Red Storm scheduled Utah Valley State to play at Carnesecca Arena, and the Johnnies picked up a significant confidence building win with a 96-78 victory over Utah Valley State. Now, Julian Champagnie took a really hard shot to the face late in the first half where he was bleeding quite a bit, but his toughness was on full display in the second half, as that was the time in which he scored the bulk of his 19 points. So Champagnie is quickly evolving into one of the best players in the 21st century for the St. John's basketball program. I think he is going to start becoming an NBA draft prospect for the 2022 NBA draft. You know, he and his brother, Justin Champagnie, are just remarkable talents. They work so hard, and I love the way Julian Champagnie goes about his business. It really seems like he's made a quantum leap in particular when it comes to his outside shooting. Now, Posh Alexander may be making a quantum leap of his own as an outside shooter. He could hardly shoot a lick when he first came on campus to St. John's, and after nailing 3 triples against UConn on Monday, he nailed a pair in this game. So if Posh Alexander can become a consistent three-point shooter this season, watch out. Some people are asking if Posh Alexander can become a good three-point shooter in general. That's not the correct question. The right question to ask is when? Is it going to happen as this season progresses, or is it going to happen a little bit further down the road? Because Posh Alexander works so hard to get better that he will do whatever it takes to get better. So it's only a matter of time until he becomes a three-point sniper. And at that point, he will become practically unguardable. And he's already a nightmare on the defensive end for opposing teams. Now, Isaiah Moore had been going through a rough string of performances. Of course, he was suspended for a game. In this matchup, he was very efficient. You know, he came out and scored 13 points of his own, off the bench, 6 rebounds. Great performance from Isaiah Moore in the time that he spent on the floor. I just really want to see him one day, maybe, possibly, learn to love playing in the paint as much as Josh Roberts does, because he is the it man when it comes to rim protection down low. He had 4 great blocks in this matchup, along with 7 rebounds. I've said before that he needs to play more minutes, and finally that is happening. I think whatever issues Roberts and Coach Mike Anderson had in the past are being ironed out, because Anderson is learning to trust Josh Roberts to be his main man down low, and that's what so many Johnnies fans like myself wish to see. Now, Vince Cole had another good performance when we're talking about players who have been struggling recently, but may have found their form again as a result of this game against Utah Valley State. He had 15 points with 3 3-pointers. He had a wonderful start to the season, struggled upon, entering conference play. So hopefully he can carry this momentum into the DePaul game next week. Dylan Adai-Wusu, got some nice buckets of his own. Sometimes he settles for bad shots on the perimeter. So to see the freshman drive inside, get buckets, especially with such a strong frame, wonderful sight to see. And of course, Rasheem Dunn, when he has his finishing fingers and has a full head of steam, Rasheem leaves the competition done and dusted. Love his game when he is clicking, and he was clicking well today. So all in all, a very great performance for St. John's offensively. I believe Tariq Turner at one point said in this game that the Johnnies had gone over 22 minutes without a turnover, considering recent offensive performances. That was music to my ears, and hopefully St. John's can build off this win as they get back into Big East play against DePaul. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you've watched for this long, you might as well subscribe to my channel.